This is the BZ-75, a Tier 10 Chinese texture heavy, a vehicle that a lot of people already know I've posted quite a few videos on since its release. And the major reason to why I've posted so many videos on this tank is due to my ever-changing opinion on this vehicle. This is such a hit or miss tank, and in the literal sense. If you're hitting your shots, especially the Hess shells, you can instantly change the course of a battle with just a couple rounds. But if you miss your shots, you can instantly lose a battle just in the course of a couple rounds. You see, the BZ-75, firing Hesh ammunition, even with calibrated shells, has about 2,700 effective DPM, which is pretty solid. That's more than enough for Tier 10. But if you're firing AP, your DPM goes down to 2,150. I mean, that's not awful. If you had 2,150 damage every minute, you could still deal 14k by the time a game ends. But again, you do have to remember that that's your most effective damage per minute. On average, you're probably missing about 2 out of the 4 shells you fire in a minute with this vehicle, which means that I would say your effective DPM is probably about 1,000 to 1,200 in this tank. And that's really where problems arrive, because if you miss your shots, you're really just going to struggle to recoup your team's losses. And that's what the problem I've been having with this vehicle is. Now, I've been able to bring my BZ stats up quite a bit. I'm sitting at a 68% win rate at this point, and I started with like a 60%. And we can see that change very easily on my 30-day statistics. I have 140 battles played in the vehicle this month with a 78% win rate and 3,500 damage. In fact, this is one of my highest performing tier 10s in terms of win rate, especially because the majority of these battles were played solo. So yeah, I actually think the BZ-75 is kind of popping right now. Now, it took me a lot of games, but I've been slowly increasing the win rate on this vehicle over time. And because of the fact that I've actually been doing quite well in the vehicle lately, I've definitely started to shift my opinion towards the area of this is actually a pretty decent tank. It just seems that it's a very team-dependent vehicle, and specifically an incredibly RNG-dependent tank. Now, Castilla is one of my least favorite maps in the game. I literally just recorded a video on the AMX AC and got Castilla as my last map. And I just loaded up the game 10 minutes later, and look at that, I got Castilla again. I hate this map. I don't think it's fun to play on, but oh well. The nice thing about the BZ-75, and this is something that I really do enjoy about it, is the mobility. This tank reaches a top speed of 40, and it's not like the VZ-55 where it has downsides on its traverse speed or its reverse speed. This is a fairly mobile tank in all accounts, and because of that, it feels incredibly nice to drive. It has decent traverse speed, which means you can roll around a corner without, having to clear an iceberg. I actually really like the mobility on this tank, and it makes it rather enjoyable to drive. It makes it easy to get into the front line. It allows this tank to get quite situated well. Now we can see the Bashation and STB right in front of us. Alright, we are going to maneuver our way on up here, and I just wonder if we could catch that STB off guard. I highly doubt it, but you never know. Got the grill off to the side. We're just going to slowly maneuver our way over here. Not seeing anybody in our POV yet. That grill got nuked. Alright, STB's not off to our side, but you know who is off to our side? Never mind, the Bashation is dead. What a great player. Alright, well, the STB runs off. Great example of Castilla, though. That's why I don't really like the map. It's just... wow, this game's already over. That's kind of insane. Alright, well, let's keep moving the dead Bashation carcass out of our way. Got the minnow in the back. We got the STB on our side. And I would love to be able to hit the STB. But right now, this frickin' dead bat chat's in our way. Alright, and... might as well just AP it. Well, we are going to get 0 damage this game. This is the fastest steamroll I've ever seen in my life. It really shows the current state of teams in Blitz right now. I've been able to deal 100 damage. Just driving. I haven't even been able to do anything else. All I've done is drive. And I've gotten at 100 damage. That is insanely sad. Alright, well, let's get behind the minnow. Maybe we can get an HE shell into the rear of his vehicle. And there you go. It low-rolled, but we still got 820 damage into his tank, which brought us to a pretty okay 1,000 damage. We have the Jagdpanzer in front of us. I'm going to put on my adrenaline, because we might as well start aiming in on his vehicle. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bonk. There you go. We got a decent bit of RNG. Our shell flew directly into that player, but holy crap. The enemy is just melting. I have not seen an enemy team melt this fast, like, ever. It's actually insane How holy dumb. Holy dumb. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless on how fast this enemy team has gotten nuked. I could care less if this Yag shoots me. Gonna shoot an HE shell at him. There you go. Can't believe that Yag rolled me for 973, though. Holy. Oh, there's the 100. Full health. I thought he was AFK. Unfortunate for me, he wasn't. Wow, this was the fastest steamroll I've ever seen. I mean, the game itself wasn't that fast. It's the fact that the battle only lasted like a minute from when it started on everybody dying. Holy. Alright, well, we're going to try and get behind the C-100. I'm kind of hoping that he backs up and allows us to get a shell out. Oh, here we go. He is indeed backing up. Aiming, and there you go. 808 damage shell. Okay, well, we actually brought it back a bit. We were able to get out 2,700 damage, which is alright. That's not an awful result. Right now, I'm mainly trying to increase the win rate on the BZ, so if I get a win like this, I'm not going to complain. But man, that was just... what did I witness? Their team got obliterated. 2,700 damage, and I'll take it. That's not bad. In fact, that was still pretty even with the rest of the team here. If we'd been able to hit that STB, if we had literally had like one more degree of gun depression, we were trying to hit that STB, I would have dealt about 3,400 damage that game, maybe a bit more, because we would have penned the Hess shell. But unfortunately, we were not able to hit that shot because, well, we did hit it, but we only hit it for like 100 damage. So this game up against us, we have an AMX 50B, Chieftain Mark 6, Super Conqueror, T110 E5, Jagdpanzer, holy death. That's a lot of death. I'm going to ping that our team maneuvers over towards the bridge, but it is highly team dependent what actually happens here. I am going to use the good mobility again on this vehicle, and I'm going to try and make my way over towards the heavy route. Now, we got a lot of heavies on our team as well, so it's a pretty solid matchup on both sides, I would say. I am going to stay on this side of the map because of the fact that they'll probably have a TD back there, so let's just aim in. Let's give our gun a little bit of time to aim, and let's see if anybody goes down this alley here. Come on. Somebody come down the alley. Might be expecting to see their heavies actually go towards the other side of the map. There's the Jagdpanzer. Okay. Well, with the Yag over here, there's the E5, there's the 121. Okay. Well, the Yag shot. So at this point, we're going to maneuver out. We're going to aim on the Jagdpanzer's lower plate, aiming, and bonk. There you go. Our IS-7 almost blocked us, but we were able to get the shell out, and that's pretty good. That took off 600 HP of his vehicle. Alright, Yag is dead. Goodbye. Wow. Alright, there goes one player already. That's why you don't go alone. Maybe you should learn your lesson. He won't, but it is impressive how little people learn their lessons. Now we got the grill in the back over here, and obviously this grill has put himself again in an awful... It's like these people don't read the map. Like, it's not that hard to figure out, gee, my team's not with me. Maybe I shouldn't go alone, but hey, there you go. Nice 1,200 HP taken off the grill there. And already, this is going to be an incredibly easy win. I mean, their entire team has boxed themselves into a corner. We're winning on base cap, which is kind of stupid. Alright, let's aim it on the side of the Chieftain. Maybe we can get an HE out. And there you go. 762 damage shell into the rear of the Chieftain. Just like that, we are probably up to about 2,500 damage. It would be crazy if our team would step out of the base. Stop capping. I cannot believe that our team is capping the base, bruh. Alright, well hopefully... Okay, good. The E4 backs out. Thank you. Because... damage. Let... farm. Please. Oh, okay. I thought the VK was going to cut me off. Alright, we're all good. Alright, I'm going to ignore the Super Conk. I'm going to HE the rear of the Chieftain for 1,000. Holy insane. Alright, I will give my team credit. They backed out of the base when I asked them to. That's nice. So, yes, I will give the E4, I will give the Badger credit. They were not bad, you know, teammates. They let me... I would not have been able to get that HE into the rear of the Chieftain. Just general advice for any of you out there, capping the base when your team's going to win is literally just making everybody that's actually trying to do something hate you. Because I'm over here seeing, okay, it's obviously going to be an instant win. Why do we need to cap the base? We can easily farm damage. We can easily get more, you know, damage out, which helps our stats. It's just, there's no reason to cap a base. You should only do that in a situation where you know you're either outclassed by mobility and you need to try and cap a base to bait the light tank towards you, or if you're in a situation where you need to cap the base just to bait anything in general towards you because you don't know where they are. So this was a good game, 3,500 damage and a pretty solid result. As you can see today, I've been doing pretty well in the BZ. 3 games played, 3,600-ish average damage, and I won all 3. So I've been rather enjoying this vehicle quite a bit lately. I've been doing well in win rate, I've been doing well in general. I think the BZ is actually a great tank, and I'm going to stick with that. That's my final review on this vehicle for a while, is that I really like this tank. I think Wargaming did a proper job balancing the derp gun, making it fair and not overpowered, but also making the vehicle feel somewhat mobile, having decent mobility, having a solid amount of gun depression. This is what Wargaming should strive to do for the majority of tier 10s. They should make them enjoyable to drive. And even though they might have a gimmick here or there, the rest of the tank should still be enjoyable. Like, this vehicle definitely sacrifices for the gimmick. Its accuracy is not good, its penetration is bad, it doesn't have a lot of armor on the turret, but it also has enough gun depression, mobility, and flexibility to work most spots in the game, which makes it still feel quite nice and flexible even when you're in a situation where you might be outclassed. So, I don't know, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this vehicle. I think it's actually rather fun, and I've been doing pretty well in it.